Welcome. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal. Day trading for ROI payout. No trade recommendations. It's just my trade journal. We've got the Tuesday order flow signal. We're in Globex, December 27th, 2022. And we've got Globex Wholesale traders setting up retail traders right before the RTH. And what I've got here is a snapshot of the 1 minute. So I'm going to go over the charts, look at the levels, the order flow. We are getting a feel for the vibe here. I'm looking for 3 days of day trading, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let's go to the charts. 24-hour M2K micro. We've got a 16.4 handle range. What we're looking at is an order flow signal, pullback trend. So this is a double algo sell signal. Again, price is pretty below middle Bollinger, so it's bears to lose here. As far as the anchored VWAP here, we're about 83.6 and change. 3 EMA coming in at 79, and the point of control is about 84. There's absolutely been no supply. All demand advertising by wholesale. And as far as the strength of the hits go, this rally is not going above zero. So that's very important to note. And the cumulative sell here is still happening. So I don't see follow through on the order flow yet. We'll have to have confirmation that the RTH crew believes in this after the initial balance. 120-minute confluence. So the first red arrow here I've got is denoting the algo order flow sell signal here with a delta of 200. So with 4 candles right here around the 85.1 mid of all 4 candles, that's 8 hours of Globex. You can see here the mid is 68.2. That's the mid Bollinger Band. We're near the upper Bollinger Band. Again, the sell algo matches the 24 hours, so that's a bit of confluence. As far as the order flow goes, though, we are above zero, but not by much. That's the strength of the hits, and the cumulative sell here is still on, but not by much. So this looks like we're running out of steam on the sell, but we've got no clear indications here of a buy signal on the 120-minute. Okay, let's look at the Keltner bands on this Hamarenko. So the first thing I want to look at is, notice we in Asia Globex here with this big block on the strength of the hits, we go all the way up here to a delta red dot of 134. And the only sell-off here was right as Europe started to pivot, and that was a minus 131. But all it could do is reach the VWAP. The anchored VWAP level, again, is measuring how we were doing for Globex. So we can't violate that unless we're going to have bears in control. So bulls fully just tagged it and went straight up as the Europe Hong Kong closed. And we peaked here so far with a delta of 405. That is a little less than the 510 in Asia Globex, but again, I'm denoting here we're way above the Keltner again. So Asia above the Keltner, Europe above the Keltner. The strength of the hits divergence, though, the red arrow going down is showing Europe is still got a fat, nice, chunky block here, but it's quite a bit less than what we had in Asia. So we see cumulative selling. There's a bit of cumulative buying right here, and the pace is diminishing here. So as we get close to the hour before the RTH open for Tuesday, I'll be looking to take a look how price does around this 85 zone, but it is bullish wholesale. Maybe they want to dump it all in the RTH. So we'll see how it works in the RTH crew. Okay, this is my last chart to share, the 1 minute here. See this Europe with the red arrows with the delta 600, 351, 308, 459. And then pretty much after about 20, 30 minutes after the Europe total, all Europe, no Asia, we had this up thrust here, and it just couldn't take out the pivot here on the 459 delta. So that's an upthrust. We're currently in a down, but this down isn't really going below the point of control. So I don't have a lot of conviction this is going to break the day one VWAP, the anchored VWAP level. That's about an 83 and change right now. If we did lose this, it'd be a big deal for bears to get 75, 76 zone below, but that's a tall order right now, and we're nowhere near the RTH open. We've still got a few hours. You can see the order flow strengths of the hits. This is for sure the biggest down that we've had, cumulative selling, and this big spike here on the case. So what's been accomplished here is not a lot. Point of control, no big deal. So where I'm at right now is I've got the levels on the upper, I got the levels on the lower, and that's what I'm going to work with on the pre-market open an hour before the RTH, and then the initial balance. Definitely, this is why going into Globex, seeing the order flow pays, because it really helps set supply and demand zones for when you're going to hit the RTH. Trade them well. Aloha. Take care.